Hi everybody, I'm Supervisor George Homan and welcome to another edition of Meet Me on Main, our show where we check out the best restaurants that Clarkstown has to offer. Our first stop is an Asian fusion restaurant with an eclectic menu, whose chef-owner, Wari Dinze, blends Asian, European, and classic American dishes into a fantastic dining experience. Let's go check out Grub. So I'm here with Wari Dinze, the chef and owner of Grub down in West Nyack. Thanks for having us in today.
You're welcome, and I'm so happy to have everybody here. Thank you for coming.
This is a great location here within the town. How does a girl from Malaysia, Thailand, end up in West Nyack with an Asian fusion restaurant?
It's always been my dream to having an established place, my own place, since high school. I didn't even want to go into my accounting school. I wanted to jump into culinary school, but I quit my, safe and stable job and went into culinary school and, got the degree and, tried to do things that different from other people and hoping that they will like it and impress everybody on the different palates. So that's why the menu become the menu as we have today at Grub.
You're trained as a classical chef.
Well, I did some training in French culinary, Italian, Mediterranean, Japanese, Chinese, and of course Thai. And doing, of course, research before I start doing anything. I do all the research and scouting around what in the area that we don't have or what we're lacking of. So that's how I came up with the menu that we have here. Something different, something that people won't find anywhere else, but the name will be the household name.
Tell me about some of your top sellers. What are they?
My top sellers, believe it or not, is drunken noodles. Like, people love it. When they talk about Grub, oh, that drunken noodles.
So what goes into making drunken noodles?
Well, you can choose lo mein. You can choose the rice noodle for gluten-free options, but a lot of people love lo mein. And it has that sweet soy sauce from Indonesia. There's a fusion coming in there, and there's another type of soy sauce that's come from Thailand. So that's the mix of Southeast Asian that goes into one dish. I do taste out different ingredients, blend in and see what goes together. So that's how it becomes my kind of drunken noodles.
And tell me about the shrimp buns.
The shrimp buns, I came up with the smack sauce. It's got mayo, it's got chipotle. That's another fusion. It's got sauces from Japan. It's got the pickled garlic from Thai. Make them all mix in, and this tastes good. And I think this will be good in fried shrimp, fried chicken. And I just added in the pickled vegetables in there with the soft, pillory buns that comes with crunchy shrimp with panko crusted with the smack sauce and topped with sesame seeds and scallions.
So, and that's one of your top sellers as well.
Yes.
That's like a signature dish for you.
Yes.
You have a wide array of other things that you do, like from burgers to classic seafood.
Seafood dishes, I do a lot of fish. I have cod, I have sea bass, I have salmon. Those are the top 3 selling fishes, but I do have shellfish. I have shrimp, I have soft shell crab, all of those things that goes into becoming the seafood, dishes that Grub has. And I do crazy things with it.
We come for lunch here at Grub at least once a week, and our standard dish has been red curry with chicken, extra spicy. It's always on point, always consistent, and great atmosphere.
I come here about once a week. I always get the drunken noodles with beef. I mean, I love the atmosphere, and the service and the food is beyond delicious.
So tell me about you had your pad thai as well. Talk about that.
Well, my pad thai, I learned this classic thing from the culinary school that I went to. It's got chili that's soaked overnight, and then it's got shallots and pickled garlic, and then coconut milk, and then tamarind is the main thing. That's it. It's good for you, and then stir fry with the noodles, and then add any protein that you can choose from, and then top with fried egg. It's really good.
We talked earlier about, off camera, about curry, and tell us your approach to curry here.
Yeah, so my curry paste is just all combination of fresh herbs that goes into one and make into paste, and then add into coconut milk, and then make into curry. So my curry does not have any dry, cumin and all the other stuff, compared to the, let's say, Indian curry. It's different, totally different.
And what's unique about yours is it's spicy, but it's not going to overwhelm.
Overwhelming now.
And plus you have your soups and all that other, all the good stuff. You've got some great broths here and the wontons and all that.
Yes, the wonton, I caught that flavor when I went to Japan. Okay, I really like this, and I think my customer will like this. And I just add in some miso in there, chicken broth, and then just mirin and just make it into my own. Yeah, and they love it,
So, Grub, I'm a pad thai fan. They got the best pad thai in the area.
You do a tremendous job on burgers. You were telling us you had somebody in here saying it was the best burger you ever had.
Burgers to me is earthy. So I tried truffle oil, truffle oil, but it's too much of the earthiness. So I added caramelized onion and then barbecue sauce with chipotle spices in there. So that just kind of cut it off and make it well balanced. And that's become my signature burger at Grub.
This is my first time here. My friend Randy brought me. I had the calamari, which was excellent, and I had the drunken chicken with shrimp, which was also excellent. I would recommend it to other people for sure.
You've got a small but a great bar here. Tell us a little bit about some of your selection here.
Well, my selections, with local, and the beer that we work with is the Industrial Arts, and we try to pair it with our food, and they pair really well, and they've become more popular than the imported ones. And the wine, they pair really well, especially the rosé and the Merlot that we have here, and also the blend that we have, the new blend, which is amazing. And it goes really well with our food.
And of course, desserts. I mean, Asian fusion, so of course you love mango.
Yes, I love mangoes. I have mango cheesecake and mango sticky rice, which is right now in season. Very simple dish, but it's very addictive. I have another dessert, which is Filipino classic. It's called turon, and I use ripe plantain with ripe jackfruit and wrapped into spring roll wrap and added in the caramel that's on top of sweetness with the cinnamon sugar and with the ice cream.
And we know with the town putting in over $20 million in investment in West Nyack, West Nyack is a happening place. You've got some really good and diverse food options here, of which Grub is probably the most diverse.
And I want to see it. I want to see this happening, and I want to see all these light reeds along the road and make it into nice walking path and beautiful park going forward. I have really nice vision on this street.
It's really an incredibly unique Asian fusion approach here that you're probably not going to find anywhere else.
No, and I hope not. I want to be the only one.
Well, that was Grub. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Next up, we're heading off to a classic Italian restaurant and pizzeria in Valley Cottage. Stay tuned.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
In 2016, the town of Clarkstown launched a program to honor our local veterans and those currently serving in the armed forces of the United States. Residents or businesses can sponsor a veteran or active duty service member with a military tribute banner. The banners will be displayed on the light posts in the various hamlet centers from Armed Forces Day and Memorial Day to Veterans Day. Each banner honors a veteran or active duty service member by displaying their photo, branch of service, and military service information. Local families and businesses can sponsor a banner which are given to the family or sponsor at the end of the display period. The banners are a small way we can acknowledge the sacrifice many of our neighbors have made serving our community and our country.
I would just like to say I'm so pleased with the banner program that the town of Clarkstown has done, because I love to drive down Main Street now. And so many of the banners are people that I know.
The military banners themselves are a very great idea, and they're very impressive.
I also think it's wonderful to have this banner program because it's so important, it's so powerful in a community to accept veterans and to make us part of your community. And I think that the banners recognize our service.
Military banner in New City makes me feel like I'm important and part of the town. Honoring me and the rest of the veterans in this way, I think brings to light that there is people out there that serve the country, and it's good for the community, I think.
My kids were so excited to see the banner, and I think that it gives them a sense that I am being recognized for something that I did, that something I did mattered, and I think that's very powerful.
Our local veterans and active duty service members are our true heroes, and this program allows Clarkstown to proudly honor them all throughout the entire town. We hope that you'll consider joining us in honoring those who deserve it the most. For more information about the program or to sponsor a banner, please call my office or visit our website at www.clarkstown.org and click the Military Tribute Banner program. Thank you.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Welcome back to Meet Me on Main, the show where I check out the best restaurants that Clarkstown has to offer. Today, we're in Valley Cottage, at a restaurant that's been serving up great pizza and Italian delicacies since 1994. Of course, we're at Di Maria's. Come on in and let's check it out. So I'm here with Brian Duffy, the owner of Di Maria's in Valley Cottage. Brian, thanks for having us here.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate your time.
So Brian, you're a local boy made good, if you will, right?
Sure.
Born and raised here, went to local schools, graduated from Alberta's. How long have you been affiliated with Di Maria's?
I started working part-time 2006, so about 15 years ago. I was commuting. I was up in Rhode Island for 2 years at college, then I transferred down to Fordham, and I was commuting back and forth, and started working part-time on the weekends and eventually made a career out of it.
So you moved from part-time, what were you doing, making pizzas and being a busboy?
I started behind the counter, helping behind the counter on Friday and Saturday nights, busy time, helping pizzas, taking pizzas out of the oven, helping customers. And eventually, they taught me how to make pizzas here, and been making pizzas for a while, and then took over.
Right. And the Lisa family owned it at that time, right?
Yes.
You moved from kind of helping out and then kind of make the decision in 2016, you go in as partners with the former owner?
Yeah, he was looking to retire. He had been in the business for a while, so he was looking to retire. And he had approached Fabian and I, my partner, about taking over. He wanted to keep it in the family of people that have been working here and sacrificing here. So we saved up, invested in 16, came in as partners, and then took over in 18.
Let's talk just a little bit about that. What was like the biggest challenge for you, kind of making the decision to get in as a restaurant owner?
When I was in college, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I took some business management classes. I knew kind of from the beginning I didn't want to do traditional 9 to 5. So I was trying to see what it was going to be. And then when I started working here part-time, I really enjoyed it. Every day is different. Meeting new people, customers, interacting, being social. And it's hard work, but I enjoy it a lot.
Hello, Di Maria's. Sure.
So I'm now joined by Fabian Duton, one of the owners of Di Maria's. Thanks for having us in, and you're kind of the man behind the screen, if you will. You're the guy that makes sure that the food is great here, right?
Yes, yeah.
So how did you get involved in the restaurant business yourself?
I come in this country when I was 16. I started working for somebody else, I started a new city, and I learned, and I'm here.
And now you're the owner of one of our most successful pizza and Italian restaurants here in Clarkstown. It's kudos to you for doing that.
Yeah. So that was my thing. So when I come in young and then started, little by little. So I'm here.
So let's talk about the food, because you're the man behind the food, and one thing that's special about Di Maria's is you make all your own sauces, right?
Yes, we do.
I know you do a lot of specials on the weekends.
And the weekends we do I try to put in 3 dishes, 3 specials. We do a fish, salmon specials, comes with vegetable, rice. Also do some a chicken puttanesca. We do a lot of things. Every week is different dishes, so we do 3 dishes trying to do. So everything's.
So you've got some great classic standbys. Let's talk about some of those and how you prepare them. So chicken franchise is a dish that you're making for us. Tell us about that.
Chicken franchise, we do it fresh. We do cutlet, chicken cutlet. We put it in the flour, eggs, and then we're gonna cook it. Then we do with a white wine, little white wine, lemon, some cheese brown, and then make a franchise sauce.
Tell me a little bit about your chicken scarpiello. That's another.
Yeah, chicken scarpiello, same thing. We use a chicken breast. We cut it, and then little flour, and same thing. We use a fresh garlic. We use fresh garlic, white wine, and some little bit butter, and we put some roasted potatoes. So make it, so it's good. So come on. So penne vaca, we made it, like I said, we make a fresh marinara sauce in here. Everything's fresh. We use it from that. So we made it like a little olive oil, garlic, and then put vaca on it and make it a little heavy cream and ready to go.
So tell me about the Jason Special. Who's that named after?
Jason Special. We haven't before. We have a customer here. They always come in. That there used to be alive. So we have one of the son named Jason. We had the customer the all the time here. So we we change the menu. Then we put a name in Jason. So the same thing, chicken cutlet with a little fresh mozzarella, homemade roasted pepper. Pepper also is homemade. So we make homemade, some fresh basil on top, little olive oil. That is most popular here. The Jason.
Any good Italian restaurant has really good pizza. You have some of the best in the county. So tell us, what goes into making your margarita pizza.
Margarita, so we make thin crust, and then we use extra virgin olive, some little marinara sauce, and fresh mozzarella, and then fresh basil on top. So.
And like you said, your margarita pizza though has got to be.
That's unbelievable.
That's probably the biggest seller for you too, right?
Yeah, that when you start eating, you cannot stop eating. It's like potato chips. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
people like that. People love that. Yeah. So.
People absolutely love the margarita.
Yeah.
People come for it.
Come for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's homemade.
Right. Homemade.
Homemade is
fresh.
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing better than this. Yeah.
Okay, but the sauces are all.
Sauce. Everything is homemade. Like I say, everything when. Customer orders, so, the dishes we make when they order. So also, like I said, sauce is homemade, so everything's homemade. We make a chicken broth homemade, we make gravies, everything's homemade.
You also have a great children's menu here too, so this is a real family place, the family room here.
For the kids menu, we have like a kitty chicken fingers with fries, kitty mozzarella sticks, also with spaghetti, and we do also like a kitty chicken palm too, that people want it, so we make it whatever the customer. We try to make it happy, everybody, so make it good.
With the pizza, it's not just margarita. You can do any types of pizza here.
Yeah.
By the slice, by the pie as well.
Yeah, we make buffalo chicken slice. We make barbecue chicken slice, bacon chicken ranch, and we do we have also whole wheat margarita with vegetables. We can do vegetables. We can do a lot of choice. We have a lot of choice, so we can do anything. Some customers they call, they want, I want this. We make it anything. Make it, like I said, make it happy customers. We make anything.
So I guess that would really kind of be considered almost like gourmet, right? You'll make pizza to order for people. You'll put their own twist on it as well, right?
Yes. Yep.
DeMarie's has been here since 1994, and the menu hasn't really changed an awful lot in the last number of years. Was that a choice that you made when you took over?
It was a conscious choice by Fabian and I. He has been here even longer than me, and he's been pretty involved with the menu from the beginning. And customers really enjoyed it. We just wanted the smoothest transition we could from taking over from the previous owners. And we actually did have a lot of customers, longtime customers, that come in didn't really even know that there was a change of ownership, which is what we wanted, so it worked out well.
So Brian, I want to thank you for being such a great host to us and inviting us in and letting the residents of Clarkstown learn a little bit more about DeMarie's.
Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate your time and supporting local businesses. It's a big help, especially nowadays.
Well, that was DeMarie's. Up next, we're heading to a unique Latin fusion restaurant in New City. Stay tuned.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they gonna know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Our final stop of the day is a hidden gem, a Latin fusion restaurant right here in the heart of downtown New City, whose owner, Melvin Diaz, is the epitome of the American dream. Let's go in and check out Sazone. I'm here with Melvin Diaz, the owner of Sazone restaurant in New City. This is really a hidden gem here in New City. It's been in operation for a number of years. You've been the owner, I think, since 2016. Before we get to the restaurant, maybe we could talk a little bit just about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I original from Guatemala, and I came in 2003. We have the dream to open a restaurant even when I was a kid.
Your restaurant's been described as Latin fusion. Could you tell us what that means?
Latin fusion means you can combine the food, like a Spanish culture, you can combine with different other cultures. We do combine some Italian dishes with the Spanish dishes from Latino America. So, like example, in special, we always do stuffed salmon with crab meat, and we add garlic and parsley green sauce. The garlic and parsley green sauce is the authentic sauce from Spain.
So Latin fusion, then, it gives you a choice of cultures with your cooking, and really a Spanish, a Latin flair, but it really kind of is open and welcoming to other cultures as well.
Exactly. It's why we have, like, in the menu, we have variety for everybody. We have salads, sandwich, wraps, paninis, and plus the Spanish food.
Sazone is one of our favorite places in town. It's great every time you go. You can't go wrong here. You feel like family. Melvin and Johnny are the best. And this place is a must. You have to come here.
What are some of your top sellers here that people come for?
Paella. Paella is a dish from Spain. And we do like different style because we make a fish stock. We make our own fish stock. Then we use pico de gallo. Pico de gallo has peppers, onions, tomatoes, and cilantro, and squeezed lemon. So we use the pico de gallo, and we have fresh mussels, fresh clams, fresh shrimp, fresh scallops, and with the rice. So, and it's optional to the people too if they want to add lobster tail. Lobster tail is always available in the menu. So we combine all those flavors in the paella. So for all the seafood, we go to the store every day to keep it fresh all the time.
So that's very key because you really want fresh ingredients. So if you're coming here for a meal, the seafood it's very fresh every day. What about some of your other top sellers? You have chicken croquettes?
Yes, we have the chicken croquettes. The chicken croquettes is made with cream bechamel, and we crust it with breadcrumbs and fry it a little bit, and then we finish in the oven. And we serve it with chipotle aioli on the side to dip. Aioli is made with fresh chipotle pepper and mayonnaise.
Coconut shrimp is another big seller.
Coconut shrimp is a big seller. Coconut shrimp is different style of everybody. We make coconut shrimp. We got fresh coconut flakes. We fry it. It's fried too, and we serve it over fresh arugula, fresh watermelon, and feta cheese. And we make our own raspberry sauce, and we put it on top like glaze. So you combine watermelon, you have different flavors in your mouth.
And you've got some delicious wraps as well, right?
Yeah, we have delicious wraps. In example, we have like turkey avocado wraps. Like turkey is like with combined very well with avocado because the creamy or the avocado give you different flavor. And you have the choice to serve it with yuca fries. We have yuca fries. You say, I want it with my wrap. I want a yuca fries. I want tostones. I want a maduros. Or we have homemade Spanish potato chips. So it's optional after you to combine whatever you want on the side with the wraps.
And you have tremendous paninis here too. Could you tell us a little about those?
Yes, paninis. We have like the Spanish panini. Is one of the most seller because we make it with skirt steak. We put some pico de gallo. The pico de gallo has peppers, onions, tomatoes, and cilantro. Cheddar jack cheese. And usually we serve it with yuca fries, but always ask to the customers if they are okay with that or if they want a different choice.
And you've got a variety of paninis as well as paninis. You have great salads here too, right?
Yes, exactly. We have example. We have roasted vegetable quinoa salad. Quinoa salad is we put with fresh baby spinach. We cook the fresh quinoa. We grill eggplant and grill portobello mushrooms. And the salads, usually we don't put the meat on top. Always we'll ask to the people if they want to add a meat. So basically it's vegetable dishes with option to the meat.
We love coming to Sazone, myself and my whole family. My favorite dish here is the paella valenciana. It is chock full of fresh seafood, simply delicious, along with their wonderful drinks. The sangria is one of my favorites, the best in the county.
Tell me a little bit about your bar. You've got a great bar.
Yes, yes. We have full bar. We make ours margarita. We do different kind of margarita, but the most popular margarita is passion fruit margarita. Like with the tequila, we have Patron, Don Julio, El Milagro, different kind flavors of tequila. So we mix it with passion fruit, fresh lime, a little bit or a touch of Grand Marnier, and it's choice to the people. They can do it on the rocks or frozen. Sangria is the most seller. That one people love that. We made it before we serve it. We made like 3 days before we serve it. So to the sangria we use a Carlo Rossi Burgundy. It's a red wine or white wine, and we add the flavors or fruit juice. So we have a mango, fresh mango, passion fruit, and we use gold tequila instead of the brandy. Not only that, so we ferment it in those 3 days with fresh pineapples. So after 3 days, we put it inside to the fridge and ready to go.
You order this ingredient here, it's 3 days in the making.
Yes, exactly.
Flan is one of my favorite desserts. you have a very special flan here. Tell us about your flan.
Flan, the chef, he has his own recipe. He makes 2 flans every day to keep it fresh too. So he does all the process, so it's a authentic flan and delicious.
So Melvin, this has been a wonderful opportunity for me to come and check out really what's a great hidden gem here right in the heart of New City.
We are part of the community, so we want the community knows we are here.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank our restaurants, Grub, Di Maria's, and Sazon. If you like what you're seeing, please follow us on Facebook, check us out on the town YouTube channel. Also, you can reach out to us at supervisor@clarkstown.org and tip us off on a good restaurant or a good place to check out within our town. Until next time, I'm Supervisor George Holman, and I'll meet you on Main.